bench.
What?
High throw in, Kuros. Near side. Ooh, that's a handball situation there. Ball just seemed to deflect off of Bartoshek's arm or wrist, and that will be a foul. It'll be a free kick. Inadvertent. It wasn't intentional, certainly, but the ball just bounced up, and Bartoshek says that didn't really mean to do that. But this gives WashU a chance, perhaps, if Nicolay can get a good foot to it, to either post. Played short and volleyed up off the bounce. It'll go wide. I believe that was Chandler that volleyed that one wide. A little bit deeper kick there. Could have had some promise there for WashU, but Chandler made the most of it, volleyed it off the bounce, and sent it wide. So Liston will send it up on a goal kick. Gets behind everybody. Lizzie Christ scampering out near the 30-yard line to keep it from getting to a tartan foot. And the ball deflects out of bounds. Will be a WashU with a quick throw in. Rankin scampering after it, trying to get it in quickly to Chandler. Bounces high, able to settle it for the moment, trying to keep it away from Pendergast. And it'll be a WashU throw in again with Sprague. No score with about 25 minutes left in the first half. Chicago has beaten Case Western 2-0 today. Also scoreless at halftime, Brandeis and Emory and NYU and Rochester. And we're in the early moments of this one here from historic Francis Field in St. Louis on the campus of Washington University. At midfield, Contour. Can't settle it. Rankin has a touch. Over for Maggie Christ. Trying to send it over far side on a long pass. Didn't quite get it there, as Mickelson couldn't get to it. Now the ball loose. Mickelson has a chance to get to it here. But a nice job there. Streetchar is able to set it upfield. Oh, a dangerous chance there. Wilmer almost had it on her foot, but she couldn't keep it glued on the top of her foot. The ball rolls out of bounds. Touch last by WashU. It'll be a Carnegie Mellon throw-in. Jay Murray and McKenzie got in with you as we're on the Bear Sports Network. WashU taking on Carnegie Mellon, a battle of two top 10 teams in a very important UAA matchup. WashU at number 6 in the country, Carnegie Mellon number 3. Carnegie Mellon 13-0-1 this season, WashU at 13-2. And there's going to be a foul there on WashU. That might have been on Nicolay. That's going to be a little dangerous because now we get a free kick about 25, 30 yards out.
Can you slide over?
And so let's see how WashU wants to play defensively here. See where they want to set up a little 3 or 4 player wall. Lizzie Chris trying to move the wall where she wants it, and she's doing that right now, trying to make sure that she has it placed perfectly as Ayacharola with a free kick. That one's punched out. It was more of a pass to the middle instead of directly on goal. And the ball was able to be sent aside. I believe Nicolay got a foot on it, or Israti. Israti now sends the ball back out on a header. Good volley there by Lilligraven. And the fight for it at midfield as the ball gets bandied about by both teams. Rosenberg. Kuros now to Pendergast, and Nicolay tried to clear it and couldn't, and luckily it was Sprague there to help clean that one up, and this one is sent high and wide as Contour maybe decided she wanted to take a long shot and see if it would work out for her, but she got well underneath that. The ball had too much air, and the ball sails over the crossbar and over the goal. It'll be a goal kick for WashU. So for WashU, the keys to the game for them, for the Bears, patiently pepper the Tartan goalkeepers. They only face an average of 3.7 shots per game, so they have not been tested very much. And that's credit to Carnegie Mellon's very good defense. But if WashU can penetrate the defense and get some shots to test the goalkeepers, we'll see if Liston is up to the challenge. Midfielders for WashU may have to help the backs clog up Carnegie Mellon's attack in the midfield. Don't let Carnegie get too many close opportunities inside the box. Maggie Chris clears that one out of bounds to the far side. Mickelson makes sure that Contour can't get to it. Ayacharola tried to settle it off the throw-in, and WashU likewise trying to move upfield but can't. Bartoshek tried to get things started and finished there, and taken down now just outside of the box. And Lilligraven not happy about the call, but they're going to call a foul here just outside the box. So this is going to be a very dangerous situation here with just more than 21 minutes left in the first half. We're scoreless, but the Tartans have a great opportunity here. Ayacharola will have the kick, the free kick. Will she try to cross it short? little chip toward the post, or will she try to send this one directly on frame? She's trying to direct her attackers where she wants them to go. Niatarola says that she's thinking, I don't know if she thinks that Washi's too close or not, as the official's going to mark off the distance, and she's going to move the Washi wall back a bit. So Niatarola barking at the official and gets a little bit of an advantage there. Now the kick, which is high and hits the football crossbar and bounces away. It'll be a goal kick. So after all that,
There's a rocket.
Lizzie Chris will have a goal kick. Much ado about nothing there, as Shakespeare once said. Yes, I was a theater major, for those who didn't know, so I did dabble a little bit in Shakespeare. As Chris will put a foot to it. So again, to recap the game, we're scoreless, but Carnegie Mellon's had the better of chances. WashU typically has had some good opportunities by now with some good short passes, like threading the pearls on the necklace there, but really Carnegie Mellon has had the better chances, and WashU really hasn't had a chance to get anything bona fide in Carnegie Mellon territory. There's been a couple of shots that have not been very strong. So let's see if this changes here, as a foul is going to be on Carnegie Mellon, and Megan Nicolay will have a chance to have a free kick. Megan ought to have the lead official measure off the yardage like Ayatollah did. Nicolay. Oh, good crawl. That was a chance there for Ezrati. She couldn't get her forehead behind the ball to put it directly on goal. It bounced off the top of her head and later rolls beyond the end line. So it'll be a goal kick for Katie Liston. Under 20 minutes left in the first half. Again, we're scoreless. Jay Murray here with you and Mackenzie Gaudin with you. On a chilly early evening here at Francis Field on the campus of Washington University, as player for Carnegie Mellon fell down and Cunningham's going to be called for a foul there. I think there was a lot of contact there that would merit someone to, but Ayatollah able to at least draw a foul there. If he can draw one, you might as well try it and see if you can get some more of those along the way. Samantha Smith on a free kick, tapped up by Nicolay. Lilla Graven and Ayatollah there had the ball ricochet off their heads, and now Chandler trying to get to it. Ball punched up on a deflection. Kiros with a nice job of swiping that ball at the side of her foot. And at least off a WashU, it'll be a throw-in for Carnegie Mellon. Jelinek. Nicolay keeps it away for the moment, away from Wilmer. Ball bounces high. And Lilligraven got ahead to it. Nice job there by Streetchars, and ball rolls out of bounds. It'll be a Carnegie throw-in. Contour had it and taken away by Maggie Chris. Now Chandler trying to get good WashU possession here. Chandler gets a return feed. It looks like Rosenberg gave it to her, but just a bit too long. And the ball sent out of bounds, but WashU will have a throw-in in Carnegie Mellon territory, and WashU will have two substitutions. Jillian Myers enters the game from Camarillo, California, 5'6" sophomore, and also checking in will be Anna Sippel. Evanston, Illinois is where she resides, a 5'6" senior. Sippel so far is a goal and an assist. And Jillian Myers also doing a pretty good job of filling in defensively and also playing in the midfield. Rosenberg spun it off the side of her foot. Wilmer able to get to it, and now it'll be up to Nicolay to try to feed it back in to Carnegie Mellon territory. Oh, a nice tap there by Cunningham. The ball played back to her by Chandler, and now a nice opportunity for Sippel. Sippel with a cross deflects off of Jelinek. Good job by Keeley there to keep that cross from finding its mark, and now a quick throw in for Sprague. And I think that was an improper throw in there. I don't know if they got.
Yeah, I think so.
She didn't drag her foot as you're taught to do in youth soccer, and so sometimes officials let the throw-in form get a little lax. But I think that time the official said no, you didn't get have both feet on the field when you threw it in, so that's why WashU turned the ball over. Now Contour trying to feed it upfield for Bartoshuk, and finally punched out there toward midfield. That was by Sprague. Good job by Lexi to put a strong foot to that to force Carnegie Mellon to backtrack toward midfield. Kiros now, dangerous player. The table setter, and now Bartoshuk and Nicolay get tangled up, and Nicolay fell over on top of Bartoshuk, so contact now, and now Kiros, as Sipple tried to make a tackle there and did, enough to bring a throw in there. Kiros may have thought that that should have been a foul, but no foul called. So the contact now starting to pick up between players of each team. Let's see if more fouls will be called, and WashU has to be very careful not to allow a PK. Carnegie Mellon is 2 for 2 so far in penalty kicks this season, as is WashU. Rolls out of bounds beyond the end line. And it looks like WashU will have its first corner of the evening. So now with WashU with 15 and a half minutes left in the first half, the match scoreless. WashU's first corner of the evening. Let's see if the Bears can cash it in. Chandler in the middle of the frame. Liston behind her, the goalkeeper for Carnegie Mellon. Carnegie has players at each post. Rankin also trying to get open for a cross off the corner. Here it is. Let's see if it pays off. Liston leaps high to leap and grab that one for Carnegie Mellon. Great job by Katie to sky high for that one. Wasn't a lot of traffic, at least enough traffic to keep her from getting to that ball cleanly. Liston drop kicks it to midfield. As Roddy tried to fight her way to the ball. Wilmer did a nice job of shielding her away from it. Wilmer gets a return feed from Bartoshuk, and Tartans will set it up here with Jelinek. Plays it short near side. Pendergast. Wilmer has a bit of space to work with. Tapped away nicely by WashU. Good job there of heading upfield. Yeah, and that was Cunningham that was doing some work in the defensive side of things. She's a forward, but came back to help out. Ayacharola. Sipple trying to be a pest. Ayacharola sends it back in for Bartoshuk, and that's beyond her reach, and Nicolay allows Lizzie Chris to scoop that one up. Coming up on 14 minutes left in the first half. WashU and Carnegie Mellon scoreless. Jay Murray and Mackenzie Godin with you from historic Francis Field on the campus of Washington University. A chilly evening. Both teams with very good records. WashU at 13-2 and number 6 in the country, and Carnegie Mellon 13-0-1, ranked number 3. The better of chances have been with Carnegie Mellon in the first half so far to this point. There was 2 opportunities a minute or so apart that we'll talk about in here in a moment as Lizzie Chris ball, a collision from behind there as Liston tried to climb the ladder and ran into her own defense.